There's a new level of uncertainty to the upcoming presidential election. The Postal Service is warning states, including Arizona, that it cannot guarantee mail-in ballots for the presidential election will be processed in time to be counted. And that means your vote could potentially be at risk. The U.S. Postal Service recently instituted a variety of cost-cutting measures. Unions representing postal workers have expressed concern and say there will be less capacity to process mail, especially during the expected election season rush. In an internal memo, the Postmaster General acknowledged recent changes have had unintended consequences, but also insisted the cuts were necessary to address a dire financial condition.
Despite any assertions to the contrary, we are not slowing down election mail or any other mail.
President Trump said yesterday that he wants the post office to, quote, run properly. New at 10 tonight, Arizona Secretary of State doesn't buy that. She is so concerned about the recent changes at the post office, she wants the state's top lawyer to step in. News 4 Tucson's Eric Fink joining us live tonight at Tucson's Cherry Bell Mail Processing Center with the story. Eric, good evening.
Good evening to you, John. Arizona Secretary of State Katie Hobbs says it's against the law to delay the delivery of a ballot. In a letter to Arizona Attorney General Mark Brnovich, Hobbs says President Trump is sabotaging the post office just months before the election, and she wants the state to investigate this immediately. Arizona Secretary of State Katie Hobbs has a message for President Trump.
I don't know what the president's motives are. I know that as the chief election officer of the state, I need to assure voters that the system is going to work.
It's a system that's worked for decades in Arizona. In this month's primary, the overwhelming majority of votes cast were done so through mail-in ballots.
In the primary that we just held last week, if it didn't exceed 90%, it's very close to that. We expect that to go up in November because we are encouraging voters to vote by mail because our system in Arizona is safe and accurate and secure, and we know that it works, that it's the safest way to vote in the pandemic.
The president has attacked mail-in voting with a claim that it can lead to rampant voter fraud. Hobbs is concerned that narrative is part of a larger scheme to interfere in the election. In a letter to Arizona Attorney General Mark Brnovich, Hobbs wants the state's election integrity unit to investigate the recent changes at the post office, saying, quote, the faith in and reliance in our ballot by mail system is nonpartisan. In a statement to our newsroom, Brnovich said, quote, we review every complaint regardless of merit. Confidence in our elections is the cornerstone of our democracy. I will continue to protect the integrity of our elections even when other state officials won't. The president has said he won't sign a COVID-19 relief bill that includes funding for the post office.
One of the reasons the post office needs that much money is to have all of these millions of ballots coming in from nowhere, and nobody knows from where and where they're going.
It seems clear that the president feels threatened by vote by mail and that he sees starving the post office for resources is a way to make vote by mail harder.
And back out here live tonight, Election Day is November 3rd. The last day to register to vote here in Arizona is October 5th, and early voting starts in our battleground state just 2 days later on October 7th. We've got you covered live tonight at the Cherry Bell Post Office. I'm Eric Fink, News 4 Tucson.